Welcome to the H.S. Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room. Welcome to the H.S. Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties Welcome to the H.S. Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance. Welcome to the H.S. Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. Welcome to the H.E.B. Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to Welcome to the H.E.B. Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests.
Good morning, family, friends, honored guests, and graduates of the class of 2018. My name is Chris Simpson, the principal of Leander High School. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, I would like to take the time to welcome you to Leander High School's 2018 graduation ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Leander High School's senior class vice president, Ms. Danielle Sherry.
Good morning. At this time, would you please stand for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the singing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to introduce the honored guests and participants on stage. Please stand when you are called. Members of the Leander ISD School Board, President Ms. Pamela Wagner, Vice President Will Streit, Secretary Don Heisel, Board Member Ms. Trish Bodie, Board Member Grace Barber Jordan, Board Member Mr. Aaron Johnson, Superintendent of LISD Schools, Dr. Dan Troxel, District Administration Chief of Staff Matt Smith, Area Superintendent Dr. Laurelyn Arterberry, and Chief Academic Officer Dr. Matt Bentz. School Administration and Counseling, Chris Simpson, Principal, Kyla Mills, Associate Principal, Raul Howard, Assistant Principal, Dwayne Teets, Lead Counselor, Elizabeth Garcia, Counselor, Marcia Simmons, Counselor, Heather Lyle, Counselor, Nancy Byers, Counselor, Christina Vandiver, Counselor, Deborah McKenna, Retired Counselor, Erica Acuna, Administrative Assistant to the Principal, Terry McLean, Administrative Assistant to Counselors. Oh, there's more. Leander High School Feeder School Principals, Mark Kohler, Principal of Leander Middle School, Dr. Donna Brady, Principal of Wiley Elementary, Christy Hilbin, Principal of Baghdad Elementary, Sally Hill, Principal of Giddens Elementary, Abby Cannell, Principal of Mason Elementary, Laura Maginell, principal of Knowles Elementary, and Nikki Prindle, principal of Whitestone Elementary. Thanks for all your support and hard work with this senior class. The class of 2018 respectfully requests, out of consideration for the graduates, their families, and friends, that you refrain from using air horns and other noise-making devices during the graduation ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce Senior Class Communications Officer Tyler Marchak, who will give the opening comments.
So, I want to start things off by saying good morning, thank you to everyone in attendance, and of course, congratulations to the graduating class of 2018. Guys, we did it. Look around us. Look at where we are, what we're wearing. For a moment, let's just take it all in. We're done. We just finished high school, which is one of the biggest achievements we've had up until now. I think that's pretty special. This is the last time we'll all be together like this, so let's enjoy these final moments together as we prepare for this new chapter in each of our lives. Heading into this next chapter, it's noticeable that we are still developing as people. We recognize that this, what we've gone through up until this point, isn't the end of it. We have so much left in store for our lives, facing futures that we may have never expected, and taking on experiences that we may have never thought possible. Each day, we are posed with the question of what makes us stand out from the rest. I'm sure you've all heard the saying that high school is a training ground for life. For the longest time, I had no idea what it meant. But as I've looked back after senior year, it started to make more sense. High school has been filled with me trying new things, working to figure myself out, finding what I like, and ultimately, what I don't. I tried band, though after a year, I found that it wasn't for me. Similarly, I started out in engineering as an elective, thinking that from there I'd end up as some sort of biomedical engineer. While I went through the classes and did fine, somewhere down the line I determined that I didn't want to do that to make a living. High school in itself has been a chance for us to try new things, meet new people, and overall just find out what we're into. I've always admired the superhero stories. I've always admired the people who risk their lives each and every day for the greater good. I mean, there's something endearing about seeing people dramatically thrown through buildings or seeing cars hurled at dudes wearing tights. Going beyond how amazing it would be to have a superpower, I think it's cool just seeing how many different heroes there are and how many different powers they have. With the superhero world, you can find a guy who's made of rubber saving the day, or even a man with a bow and arrow doing his thing. In this world, you see all these very different people working to their distinctive strengths, showing off what they can do. As high school is heading into this so-called real world, what better metaphor is there? The real world is full of a bunch of people like firefighters, doctors, and accountants, all working towards their particular skill sets to contribute to society and make a living. For people like ourselves, about to head off into this vast unknown, I think it's important to keep this personal perspective in mind. We gather here one last time in a ceremony honoring our achievements, preparing us to go disperse into the world, going to live our unique lives and write our own stories. The realm of comics has taught me just how important it is to be yourself and to celebrate our individual strengths. So in the end, I guess the point of all this is just to be yourselves. As we all leave for the real world, don't try to be something you aren't, but rather do what you can to be yourselves. Find your thing, whether it's playing football, going into the medical field, or making fantastic burritos, and hone in on your skills. Discover what it is that you love to do, and go be the best you can at it. At the end of the day, you have to go find a way to do right by yourself, and don't sweat the small stuff. It's truly an honor and a privilege to start off our graduation ceremony by welcoming all of you today. Thank you, family, friends, faculty, and lunch ladies, for supporting us all through this journey. I'm so thankful that I get to graduate with such an amazing group of people. I can't wait to see where we all go after this, because while the future is uncertain, I know that you guys are going to do some fantastic things. At this time, Mr. Simpson will welcome our honored graduates.
Great job, Tyler. Please welcome Caroline Crone, the salutatorian of the 2018 Leander High School class. Caroline is the daughter of Robert and Molly Crone and sister of Claire and Peter. She has been in Leander ISD for 13 years, from C.C. Mason to Run and Brushy to Leander High School. She was a 4-year member of both the varsity soccer and the varsity cross-country teams, captaining both her senior year. Caroline was a member of our student council and our National Honor Society, as well as our Mu Alpha Theta officer her senior year. Caroline will attend the University of Texas at Dallas next fall, studying biomedical engineering. Caroline has a GPA of 5.691. Please welcome our salutatorian, Caroline Crone.
Thank you, Mr. Simpson, for introducing me. Good morning, class of 2018, as well as the family, friends, and teachers who have allowed us to get to graduation day. I hope you have all had your coffee this morning because you might want to be awake for this memorable occasion. You might be wondering why I've gathered you all here today. We are here to graduate, in case you were confused. But we are also here in celebration of how far we have come, of the trials we have endured, of the bonds we have built, and of the character each of us have created. We entered Leander High School as the first class with Principal Spicer, the first class with the new science wing and the new numbering system that came from said edition. We endured a SWAT team on the roof and LISD Wi-Fi dropping out on us. We are now about to be the first class to graduate with Principal Simpson. We have lived some of the most formative years of our lives in the presence of one another, every student walking the same hallways, breathing the same air. Take a second and reflect on this thought. How have you impacted the lives of those around you? Without you realizing, you have transformed the life of every person who has stepped foot in Leander High School. Sometimes our influences are short-lived, from bumping into someone in the hallway to being just another person in front of them in the lunch line. Other times, we guide the lives of those around us in more permanent ways, creating lasting friendships that have brought us through high school and will stick with us long after. Compassion will stick with a person for a long time. Always show compassion and love to those around you. Every graduate here today has shaped my life, as I have shaped yours, even if you just learned my name today, which is Caroline, in case you forgot. In a few minutes, every graduate here will walk across the stage, shake Mr. Simpson's hand, and receive their diploma. We are all wearing the same solid blue robes. We have all come from the same place. When we walk across the stage, there are no pyramids putting one group above another. There is only the unifying feeling of pride to become alumni of the Leander High School. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my family, my friends, my teammates, and of course, coffee for getting me here today. Your support means the world to me. Above all, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. With him, all things are possible. Now, class of 2018, I leave you with these wise words of advice from Lori Buchanan. Never underestimate the influence you have on others. Thank you, and go Lions.
Very well said, Caroline. Thank you very much for your speech. Next up, let's please welcome Emma Aldred, the valedictorian of the 2018 Leander High School class. Emma is the daughter of Laura and Dr. Brian Aldred and sister to Molly and Chloe. She is the student body president and National Honor Society vice president. Emma is also a member of our Spanish National Honor Society and an officer in Mu Alpha Theta. She served as captain of the varsity tennis team for the past 2 years and is an IB diploma candidate. She is graduating with a 5.733 GPA and will be attending the University of Texas at Austin this fall. She is majoring in biochemistry and is in the Health Science Scholars Honors Program. Please welcome our valedictorian, Emma Aldred.
I'm so honored to be able to stand on this stage and speak as the valedictorian of the class of 2018. I have never been, nor will I ever be, under the impression that I am the smartest person in our class. And the mere tenths of points that separate our ranks is evidence of the promise that all of our future holds. I have learned from the smartest and most passionate teachers, have grown alongside my brilliant peers, and have been blessed with constant encouragement from my loving and amazing family. It is the support from all of these people that allows me to stand here today. After we walk across this stage, each of us will be heading down different paths and with different goals. Although each destination is important, I have learned that it's not necessarily where you go, but how you get there that matters. That is, unless you're going to A&M. For in the end, we will be less remembered for what we accomplished and more for how we achieved it and who we impacted along the way. There are two things in life that once gone never come back: opportunities and words. Today is a unique opportunity to start fresh. It is one thing to recognize a new opportunity, but it is another to have the courage to take it. As we push ourselves out of our comfort zone with these new experiences, we must be mindful of our words and the people we impact. It is the words that we use that express who we are as a person, so speak with purpose, but also with kindness, with intelligence, but also with compassion, and with confidence, but also with humility. Actions that are genuine will lead us to our goals, regardless of what they may be. A clear sign of genuinity is passion. Passion has the unique ability to drive personal ambition while inspiring others in the process. Often, we assume that success is isolated to an individual, but in reality, true success is only achieved when our individual actions initiate the path of success in others. It is easy to be blinded by competition in our society. In high school, class ranks were the essence of this competition. Although I, like many here, competed with our GPA, I always knew that my competitors were also my best resources for academic and emotional support. Competition is our motivation, whether it's academics, sports, or the arts. But it is far more valuable to think we more often than me. Selflessness cannot be feigned, and when combined with individual passion, it is what makes commitment, sincerity, and hard work possible. We are all unique and will have very diverse futures, and this is our strength. But no matter our goals, we must all take advantage of the time we have, use our words with purpose and meaning, and seize the opportunities that bring us closer to our goals. This is how we will be successful, regardless of where we find ourselves years from now, even for the Aggies. There is one movie, an epitome of what encompasses everything we should be in life. It's a movie about growth, perseverance, and diversity. By the eloquent words of Elle Woods from the classic cinematic masterpiece, Legally Blonde. Congratulations, class of 2018. We did it!
Emma, thank you for your thoughtful words and your advice to your classmates. That was great. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Leander High School Choir, who will perform with our Leander High School Band the song Homeward Bound. Very nicely done, band and choir. Thank you very much for that. I would like to invite the senior members of our choir to please return to their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that I begin the most anticipated part of our ceremony, the presentation of the class of 2018 and the awarding of the diplomas. Mrs. President, Board of Trustees, Dr. Troxel, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Leander High School, it is my honor to certify of the Leander High School class of 2018. At this time, will our ushers please come forward, and will our first row of graduates please stand? At this time, I'd like to ask the members of the Board of Trustees and Dr. Troxel to come forward so we can begin the conferring of the diplomas. Audience members, today's ceremony is intended to be celebratory and exciting. We also request that it be very dignified and honoring to all of our graduates. Our goal is that each name would be clearly understood. Therefore, we respectfully request that you refrain from lengthy displays of affirmation so the next name might be clearly heard and honored. Thank you.
Emma Faye Aldred. Caroline Rebecca Crone. Cameron Alexander Davis. Cassandra Maureen Fernandez. Charles James Everson. Pyle Jignish Amin. Brooke Ryan Baumgardner. Abigail Paige King. Emmeline Laware Hall. Defki Jagat Patel. Jenna Marie Abadi. Xavier Rain Acosta. Alec Borden Alfredo. Sarah Haley Aguilar. Anthony Elias Aguillon. Matthew David Earhart. Maria Jennifer Albiter Diaz. Sina Albacames. Rolando Alcauter. Kelita Carmín Alemán Sierra. Abigail Sofia Michelle Almendares. Alexis Lauren Alvarado. Ariadna Alvarado Hernandez. Damian Alvarez.
Josh Ryan Anderson. Torrin Matthew Andrews. Isaiah Xavier Arceva. Mariana Kiri Carano Flores. Olivia Raquel Argumedo. Amber Shea Arredondo. Daniel Enrique Arredondo. Eric Adam Arriaga. Julian Miles Atkinson. Adrian Augustine Ayala. Ivan Ayub. Pedro Balderas Camarillo. Busisiwe Dumisani Banda. Margaret Louise Barker. Annalise Sherry Barrera. Jace Austin Barrick. Noah Anthony Barrios. Michaela Joy Bayer. Paul Alexander Beach. Haley Sophia Beam. Alexis Marie Bell. Ashland Elise Bell. Justin Makoto Beller. Alejandra Judith Benavente. Esteban Francisco Benavides. Fatima Benitez.
Victoria Benitez Maruri. Alexander Ross Bennetson. Madison Killian Berglund. Brandon Alexander Bernard. Nathaniel Matthew Byer Welch. Antoine Joseph Bishop. Lorena Bocardo Guajardo. Taylor Lee Bodie. Lucas Trey Beck. Sydney Ray Boshart. Cole William Bolero. Richard J. Bowling. Daniel Alejandro Bonner. Allison Marie Banugli. Devin Taylor Bowman. Michaela Brooke Bowman. Alexandra Paris Boyette. Alina Ilova Boshkova. Sydney Elizabeth Bradford. Evan Wayman Brooks. Brooke Marcella Burns. Kara Rexmay Bowie. Dasani Bakari Butler. Ellie Marie Butler.
Bailey Elise Campbell. Jacqueline Rose Campbell. Jared Ryan Cano. Sarah Lucille Cano. Brock Atwood Cantu. Michael Grant Cardona. Alyssa Faith Carabardi. Rogelio Juvenil Cariño. Daniel Alejandro Carrillo. Taylor Anthony Carroll. Carissa Magali Casares. Kayla Rebecca Castor. Rebecca Lynn Castrillon. Orlando Lee Castro Jr. Abel Castro Ortega. Mackenzie Carol Catalina. Noah Travis Cavazos. Daniel Alejandro Salaya. Damn it. Vincent Alexander Shafino. Samantha Gabriela Chen. Erlinda Grace Chu. Haley Brooklyn Clark.
Gabriella Alyssa Clifton. Haley Ann Marie Klosser. Michael Brian Coe. Haley Danielle Colthrop. Trinity Marie Connor. Cecily Corinne Copeland. Frank Joseph Cortez. Heather Mary Ellen Costello. Douglas Walter Coda. Dalton Thomas Cotton. Amanda Reese Cowan. Andrew Scott Crawley. Corinne Shea Cupo. Matthew Edward Siz. Matthew Edward Cutler. Michaela Corin Daigle. Brianna Lee Dameron. Kayla Marie Daniel. Sina Davila. Zachary Braden Davila. Colton Edward Davis. Gavin Blair Davis. Jayton Michael de la Cerda. Asia Elizabeth Dean. Kyle Mason Decker.
Gila Daniela Delgado Carpena. Gage Dylan Deloche. Christian Demerit. Desiree Diana Densman. Maya Devick. Lindsay Noel Devlin. Mahik Siraj Duca. David Alejandro Diaz. Caitlin Mariah Diaz Moreno. Caitlin Paige DG Antonio. Tyler Lane Dillard. Alexander Dukic. Jonathan Reed Dowdy. Spencer Roy Dowding. Nara Quine DeBose McKinney. Skylar Alexandria Duncan. Jared Matterall Duncan. Emelina Gabriela Duran. Valeria Durante Vega. Elizabeth Lee Earthman. Jason Bradford Ebler. Amanda Nicole Edwards. Faith Gabrielle Edwards. Jacob Lewis Egglesey.
Caleb Andrew Elliott. Jacob Bradley Ellis. Jasmine Marley Escobar. Genesis Marvelia Espinosa. Brian Nathaniel Estrada. Griffin Donald Evans. Zakia Ewing. Jordan Alexandra Farah. Carson Mackenzie Ferris. Grace Renee Ferguson. Ronche Dwayne Figline. Haley Tate Fielder. Brandon Christopher Fisher Jones. Emily Flatten. Dalton Ashby Flowers. Katarina Bray Flowers. Ciara Malaya Foley. Jordan Trinity Forsyth. Caleb Allen Fortier. Ryan Andrew Folks. Maya Ursula France. Kelly Jane Franks. Ashton Kaylee Frazier. Remy Carol Frazier.
Alondra Fuentes Salas. Timothy Ray Gabrielson. Naya Noreen Gaddison. Kyla Gaganum. Madeline Velia Gale. Diego Mateo Galindo. John Caleb Garcia. Joshua Leon Garcia. Jose Garcia Cervantes. Ivana Garcia Mata. Lorenzo Ahmed Dwayne Gardner. Christopher Laurent Gauthier. Kyle Victor Gaiman. Charles Michael Gensch. Summer Kyla Gearhart. Kaylee Hope Guess. Lindsay May Gedeke Newton. Daniel Gomez. Pilar Rain Gonzaba. Carla Yamile Gonzalez Granados. Alina Gonzalez. Dave Gonzalez. William Patrick Gonzalez.
Oscar Daniel Gonzalez Oria. Garrick Freeman Graham. Addison Lane Grantham. Rebecca L. Gray. Sarah Kendall Gray. Alyssa Marie Gross. Juan Jose Guerrero. Jonathan Samuel Garola. Jasmine Marie Gutierrez. Marissa Jin Guy. Grace Everly Guzman. Héctor Alejandro Guzman. Miranda Taylor Habricht. Brooke Madison Hall. Leslie Nicole Hall. Duncan Gabriel Hallback. Brennan Marquise Hansen. Riley Reese Harkleroad. Bridget Ann Hartzheim. Gretchen Ann Hartzheim. John Christopher Haston. Alana Ruth Hawkins. Audrey Danielle Hayes. Rachel Diane Hayward.
Jagger Lords Heathman. David Michael Heckman. Bronte Marie Herdink. Colin Robert O'Leary Helmers. Alexander Christopher Hensley. Jesse Nathaniel Hernandez. Yeah. Karen Guadalupe Hernandez Gonzalez. Maria Fernanda Herrera Rodriguez. Garrett Allen Hickman. Hidrago. Miranda Nicole Hidrago. Mina Hyatt. Kaylin Marie Hill. Connor Reed Hill. Grant Jackson Hill. Joshua Michael Hinton. Faith Elaine Hodge. Kaylee Dunn Holiday. Xavier Tylink Horsey. Sydney Aliyah Howell. Rihanna Ann Hughes. Alyssa Michelle Ibarra. Giovanna Ibarra. Bonaborn Issa Banyu. Jody Ann Jackson.
Catherine Eleanor James. Rebecca Ann Jarris. Sydney Lane Haas. Madeline Lee Jolly. Arwen Ann Jones. Christian Joseph Jones. Dyson DeAndre Jones. Seneca Urea Jones. Michael Anthony Jorgensen. Héctor Juárez Durante. Victoria Julio. Jesse James Caza. Kayla Lynn Catakaris. Jacob Ryan Keaton. Aaron Patrick Kellner. Jacob Alexander Keller. Kaylin Renee Kellert. John Joaquin Kellner. Ryan Andrew Kurlick. Journey Kess. Jack Noah King. Mackenzie Renee Kite. Lydia Veresina Kivel.
Amos Cybele Knox. Leonardo Sebastian Kopecki. Jeremy Evan Cracy. Inka Kai Crones. Phoebe Myra Kumi. Claude Ryan Koyal Lacrom. Ivan Royce Ladd. Devin Levi Lambert. Carter Carey Larson. Madeline Nicole Lawton. Paxton Edward Lehman. Stephanie Yasmin Lial. Daniela Pauline Lieber. Larissa Lee Latender. Madeline Grace Lewis. Kendall Ann Lincoln. Lauren Nicole Lindsay. Joshua Raymond Long. Katie Ariana Lopez. Isaiah Joey Lucero.
Edna at City Luna. Ruben Luna. Allison Claire Lusk. Sarah Machula. Thomas McGuire Maldonado. Madison Lorraine Malash. Mackenzie Michelle Manis. Matthew Paul Mancuso. Trey Brian Mann. Tyler Lane Marchak. Elizabeth Mares Guerrero. Mark Anthony Marquez Torres. Megan Elizabeth Marshall. Kaylee Noel Martin. Connor Stewart Martin. Garrett Evan Martin. Mary Grace Martine. Valerie Nicole Martin. Campbell Brian Martinez. Dana Maria Martinez. Devin Andrew Martinez. Eliazar Martinez Salas. Alina Q. Martinez. Miguel Martinez.
Nadia Jasmine Martinez. Lisandro Josue Martinez Banda. Jillian Rose Mather. Ashton Lacey Matthews. Ryan Taylor Mathis. Alyssa Nicole McByers. Charles Matthew McCabe. Callista Michelle McClatcher. Cassandra Rose McCool. Rachel Ann McCoy. Cameron Ray McDaniel. Tristan Alexander McPeters. Anil Jonathan Mehta. Adela Nadine Melendez. Victor Manuel Mendoza Esquivel. Janet Mendoza Madragon. Juliana Marie Merchant. Gabrielle Jacob Merritt. Kaylin Avery Mayer. Joseph Whitney Miguez. Kylie Mason Miller. Octavia Paige Miller. Jeffrey Kimball Minor. Bryn Elise Minter.
David Richard Mitchell. Noah Zax Mitchell. Samantha Giselle Molina. Allison Faye Molino. Hannah Nicole Money. Luis Fernando Montes. Reynaldo Montes. Isabella Marie Montes. Mason Jack Montgomery. Caleb Jonathan Montacombe. Samantha Michelle Moore. Sydney Brooke Morris. Aiden Morrison. Timothy Mitchell Morrow. Brittany Lynn Morton. Patricia Joanna Moss. Frida Muñiz. Yesenia Muñoz Trinidad. María José Muñoz Trinidad. Milagros Araceli Murillo. Carissa Ann Mustafa. Brandon Michael Muster. Caleb James Nigel. Peyton Maria Nance.
Hunter Douglas Newman. Brian Wee Win. Riley Nicole Nichols. Trinity Christine Nino. Michaela Marie Noe. Ogwin. Ariel Victoria Ogwin. Linda Marie Olan. Isabel Noel Orovio. Daniel Benjamin Orr. Thomas Anthony Otten. Julia Marie Uchi. Ryan Michael Palmer. Wendy Pan. Abigail Roslyn Parker. Zachary James Patterson. Justin Ronald Patey. Miriam Lynn Pearman. Diana Alejandra Benelosa. Angelica Lourdes Perez. Kelly Joe Perez. Emmanuel Perez Rodriguez. Cole Harrison Phillips. Madison Danielle Phillips. Madeline Elaine Phipps. Alice Alexandra Beneda.
Brian Kamel Pittman. Adam Quinn Plett. Lauren Olivia Pohl. Laura Ponce. Alexander Carl Pop. Marissa Ann Porras. Garrett Alexander Powell. Zachary Aaron Price. Rebecca Ann Quackenbush. Salvador Juan Quintero. Ivan Raymond Quiroz. Haley Morgan Rainey. Alyssa Nicole Ramirez. Jonathan Giovanni Ramirez. Kayla Marie Ramirez. Tristan Uriel Ramirez. Crystalie Angel Ramos. Brittany Marie Randall. Aiden Ramal Reams. Isidro Reyes Martinez. Elena Michelle Reynolds. Ashlyn Lee Richardson. Joel Alexander Rios. Mason Ray Rivera.
Darius Anthony Roberts. Scott William Roberts. Haviland Zavaria Robertson. Dennis Anibal Rodriguez. Thomas Alexander Rodriguez. Rocio Rodriguez Hernandez. Mariah Michaela Rodriguez. Harmony Marie Rojas. Alyssa Brooke Romer. Aaron Grant Rogowski. Celeste. Monica Celeste Romero. Rafael Danielle Lerma Rosales. Marley Shea Rosison. Mason James Rosison. Morgan Jack Rosison. Lexi McCall Roten. Joshua Andrew Rude. Ziva Zabori. Brianna Paige Sabersula. Gustavo Enrique Saiz. Daniela Montserrat Salas. Skylar Jacqueline Salas. Cassidy Sanders. Kale Abram Sandy. Bo Bradley Sanford. Alexander Paul Santa Stephen.
Burke Studdard Sales. Cameron Mackenzie Shecker. Richard Paul James Shank. Randy Walter Sherrick. Jared William Schmeiser. Ian Harlan Chopin. Christopher Dale Schubert. Carl Jacob Schuler. Nicole Ray Schwabach. Crimson Joy Scott. Gabrielle Rose Sells. Sophia Alexandria Rose Sells. DeAndre Lamont Seward. DeMonte Lamar Seward. Malachi Dwayne Shellnut. Danielle Elaine Cheery. Alyssa Mariana Shoemaker. Serena Shee. Jackson Dean Shore. Madison Lee Sickles. Austin Michael Siegler. Colin James Siegler. Caleb Nathaniel Simmons. Jackson Daniel Skellen. Brandy May Skirvin.
Lori Elizabeth Smith. Natalie Kate Snyder. Nicole Francesca Soler. Ruben Anthony Solis. Colby Elizabeth Solick. Megan Sue Sowers. Madison Elise Spencer. Jordan Keith Spivey. Justin Roland Spivey. Madison Lee St. John. Abby Paige Stacks. Sabrina Ann Staffen. Justin Nicholas Sundara. Ashlyn Bliss Stevenson. Brooke Alina Stevenson. Liberty Lauren Stewart. Luke Andrew Sturdivant. Jesse Suarez. Stephanie Alexis Suarez. Alana Nicole Sullivan. Lenny Alexandra Tapia. Elizabeth Ann Taylor. Brooke Lynn Wayland Teeter. Talia Murnett Taylor. Marcel Mike Davis Theo. Zachary Matthew Toot. Carlos Cesar Torres. Edward Trejo.
Jessica Elizabeth Trevarthen. Adrian Michael Trevino. Lexi Nicole Trigg. Bryce Jackson Trinkle. Mark Anthony Trujillo. Isaac James Grover Tradowski. Anya Aladid Ugarte Gutierrez. Misty Rose Valencia. Jake Anthony Vanderginst. Carmen Isabel Vargas. Brian Abdiel Vasquez. Elizabeth Rose Veach. Heidi Vences. Ariana Elise Vieira. Francesca Mariah Vieira Campos. Kyle Philip Vogel. Bailey Denise Volk. Logan Michael Volmer. Cheyenne Anish China Wade. Emily Ann Walton. Leon C. Ward. Jamiron Jamel Washington. Grayson McKay Weldon. Catherine Shannon Wells. Isabella Sophia West. Matthew Joseph Wielden.
Devon Tyrese Williams. Caleb Stephen Lynn Williams. Xavier Gerard Williams. Andrew Colin Wolf. Isaiah Christopher Wood. Sierra Faith Wood. Morgan Renee Worthy. Kitty Christine Roble. Madeline Marie Yeager. Danielle Alexis Yetter. Caleb Michael York. Alex Joseph Young. Andrew J. Zink. Victoria Ann Zurita.
Let's give one more hand to the class of 2018. This morning, I have the honor of recognizing some unique accomplishments of the class of 2018. The class of 2018 is the 12th class to participate in the Austin Community College dual credit program. Leander High School has 125 seniors who have earned 3 or more credit hours through this program. This year's senior class has earned a grand total of 1,414 college credit hours, which equates to a savings in their post-secondary education of nearly $513,000 at any Texas public institution. If you participated in the dual credit program, please stand up and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to recognize all of the students who are graduating as Texas Scholars. Recognition is given to seniors who graduate on the LISD Distinguished Plan with honors. The class of 2018 has 277 students graduating as Texas Scholars. If you have been awarded a Texas Scholars Medal, please stand at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. In an effort to provide valuable experiences outside of the normal classroom, Leander High School seniors are eligible to participate in Cool Week. A Cool Week is an internship program with outside businesses in which students spend 1 week learning the ins and outs of a business. If you are one of these 69 students, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. This year, we have 47 International Baccalaureate Diploma candidates recognized by a white stole and 5 IB course candidates recognized by silver cords. The IB Diploma candidates have completed a rigorous 2-year program in which they took college-level courses and sat for 6 exams in all academic subjects. In addition, they took a Theory of Knowledge course, they completed hours for a Creativity, Activity, and Service project, and completed a 4,000-word essay in a subject of their choice. Please stand and be recognized if you are an IB student. Thank you. You may be seated. The Advanced Placement Program gives students the opportunity to take college-level courses and exams in a variety of content areas to earn college credit and placement. This year, 168 seniors took a total of 376 exams. Please stand and be recognized if you are an AP student. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to take a moment to recognize those students who have chosen to protect our freedom by enlisting in a branch of the armed forces. Please stand at this time. In addition, I can wait for that one, I promise. In addition, career and technical education is an integral part of our campus community, and I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all students who have completed and earned a certification for the workplace. Please stand at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. Lastly, I'd like to recognize all of our students who have been awarded scholarships for their academic achievements, merits, talents, and athletic abilities. If you're a recipient of one of these scholarships, please stand up and be recognized at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. Wow. Take a moment to reflect. Anywhere from 22 to 26 credit hours over the course of 700 days. You should be proud. I know I am. I know your family. I know your friends are. I know our board, our central office, and our line faculty are. When recently asked what I was going to remember most about the class of 18, I struggled to find that one moment that made this group so incredibly special to me. This thing hit me during a recent conversation I had with one of your classmates. The class of 2018 will be remembered as a group of young women and young men who are driven to make a positive change in their world. Whether in the military, continuing your education, or entering the workforce, this group is willing to take risks and push to make their world, our world, a better place. During these 4 years, you have struggled, you have celebrated, you have laughed, and you have cried. I have enjoyed watching you grow in just our short time together. The walls of Leander High School have stood for over 3 decades, but these 4 walls are nothing without you, this class, the class of 2018. Thank you for the wonderful memories. Families, friends, and guests, thank you for your part in making today and these past 4 years special for these students. Students, make sure you take the time to thank someone who has made an impact on your journey to becoming a high school graduate. I do wish you the very best. At this time, please direct your attention to the screen above for a video prepared by Miss Lindsay Alley and our seniors on the yearbook staff, and enjoy a look back at some of the memories that made up the class of 2018.
I am a musician.
I am a future engineer.
I'm an IB ambassador.
I am an athlete.
I am a dancer.
I am a future health professional.
I am the yearbook editor-in-chief.
I am a photographer.
I am student body president. We are the class of 2018.
Ils sont super persévérants, ils prennent chaque défi avec aplomb et je suis super fière d'eux.
Very determined, full of grit, they work hard, they do their best.
Je crois que c'est très important de continuer avec nos passions, de continuer à apprendre et de continuer à être curieux et je leur souhaite une très bonne année à l'université.
Good luck. I think that as long as you're following what you love when you're out and about, doing your thing, that you just keep thinking about your passion and follow your dreams.
Oh God, that's
good luck.
So words of wisdom for the class of 2018 is to think geographically, know where you're headed, know where you've been, and to enjoy the ride.
So I would describe the class of 2018 as special for me. It's my 4th year at LHS, and these guys started as babies when I started as a baby teacher here, and I don't know, it's been the easiest class by far. It's been a fantastic year, and I'm really, really sad that it's over. Okay. Abby Almendarez, Lauren Pohl, Addie Grantham, and Ali Benugli. Please remember that syphilis is serious, and all of my health science students that are graduating this year, this mama bear is going to miss you like crazy.
My words of wisdom are to be unafraid of the challenges, even when you fail, and you will. To be willing to change direction and grow from those mistakes that you make.
The class of 2018 to me is one of tenacity and hard work. I know especially for me as the band director here, the students of the Leander Band over the last 4 years have done some remarkable things with our program, and I honestly couldn't be more proud. And I think that's due to the grit and the tenacity that those students have had.
Class of 2018 is a great group of kids, very different from each other. A lot of them very strange, but they make it so entertaining to come to work every day. And I love to listen to what you all have to say. So, class of 2018, I'd like you to remember all of these people that you've been sitting next to in class the last 4 years who are very different from you, but they had some interesting things to say. And remember when you all become adults and they're different from you and they're different political parties than you, that you remember that they had something interesting to say. Well, I just feel like this is my last chance, so Noah, I get the last word.
Words of wisdom. My former students will definitely know some of these. The first one is 86,400. It's how many seconds we have in a day, and something I always try to get across to y'all is, what have you done with them today? And to not only make an impact on yourself, but a positive impact on others. And that always remember, greatness is a bunch of small things done well.
The class of 2018, I have really enjoyed working with these students, particularly this class in IB. I've seen them go from IB freshmen all the way now to seniors. And not only are they intelligent and hardworking and really unique, interesting people, but they're also really fun. I've loved seeing the relationships that the class of 2018 has developed with each other, with their teachers. They're kind and they're thoughtful, and it's been a really good 4 years with them.
For the class of 2018, I would say try not to get yourself locked into one life plan. Don't assume that what you want to do now is what you want to do 20 years from now. And let that be okay. Be willing to change as your passions and your desires change. Follow those, and don't ever be afraid to look at a job and say, this doesn't excite me and I don't enjoy this, and to be willing to follow what
you in many, many different ways, but no matter what, just keep on keeping on and always try to do your best. Once you're my kid, you're always my kid. And I just wanted to let you know I'm along the way to get to that goal. And my last words of wisdom are, like I always say, don't forget to do the Superman pose. You can fake it till you make it, and then once you've made it, you're good.
My message to the class of 2018 is simply thank you. Thank thank you for sharing your senior year with me. There are too many memories to count, from Friday night lights to internal landscapes, to our playoff runs in basketball, soccer, and softball, to the choir trip in LA, to our very last dance at the Bluebell Spring Show. All of your accomplishments academically. You're a very special group of scholars, dancers, journalists, athletes, musicians, and artists. I wish we could have more time together. Good luck to you on whatever path that you choose. Lead with your heart, use the incredible talents that you've earned and you've been given. I wish you nothing but the best. Go Leander. Thank you, yearbook staff, for that wonderful presentation. Please welcome our senior class treasurer, Cameron McDaniel, who will deliver our closing remarks.
Good morning. I would first like to thank our principal, Mr. Simpson, for this opportunity, along with family, friends, for supporting me and inspiring me over these past 4 years. As we go off into college or to our careers that some of us have been dreaming of our entire lives, I encourage everyone to not only be in the moment, but to live and thrive in the moment. First, know what you want to achieve, set goals, and make plans to achieve anything that drives your soul that you can strive for every day. Second, once you determine what you want to achieve, pick your head up and look around. Why record each and everything you do? These moments are something that you have prioritized for, taken time out of your life for. So put your phone down and look up, because no matter how small or big it is, this moment is now a part of you. Third, start planning for what's next, but never forget how you got there. The people that surround you and support you deserve every bit of thanks you have. Now is the time to start with step 1. Dream big. We now have the entire world at our fingertips. But use it wisely, because these opportunities don't come very often. I truly believe that each one of us here today have the power and the drive to set this world on fire. The time that we have all experienced with one another here at Leander High School is finished, but don't let that scare you for what is to come. I want to thank all of the students, faculty, and family and friends for joining us on this celebratory day. On behalf of the class of 2018, we could not have done this without you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron. At this time, I'd like to invite our graduates, family, and friends to stand with us as we sing a Leander High School song one last time together. Reminder, after the recessional, the graduates will be gathering outside the east side of the HEB Center where they can greet a family and friends. Graduates, the graduation tassel represents a belonging to a particular class that has completed its goals. The traditional turning of the tassel at graduation symbolizes one's transition from candidate to graduate. In recognition of the conferring of your diploma, it is now time. Please turn your tassel. With the turning of the tassel, I bid you farewell as students of the Leander High School and congratulate you, the class of 2018.